simply, it's no longer politics. It's gotten, bigger than that. The calls for violence, the violence, rhetoric that, and then you look at what happens, and this heated rhetoric can only go so far before, unfortunately, it has led to violence on both sides of the aisle. And so I think it's just something that Democrats and Republicans have to be very cognizant about. What can we all do to take the temperature down?
Keep that low.
What is up, people? They want this man dead. Seriously, they want Donald Trump gone at any cost before this election, because you know what's going to happen once he gets into office is he's going to turn the page on them and put them in court, and that's exactly what these liberals do not want. This one's from the BPR. MSNBC, other libs blame Trump for second assassination attempt. Former President Donald J. Trump was targeted in an assassination attempt at his golf club in Florida, and MSNBC suggests it was his own fault that it happened. On Sunday afternoon, Secret Service agents intervened to disrupt another potential effort to prevent the Republican nominee from getting to Election Day when they fired at the gunman at Trump International Golf Course, West Palm Beach, causing the suspect to flee the premises. He was later taken into custody on I-95. As the news was breaking and what the FBI was already investigating as an assassination attempt, the left-wing news network that's whipped up leftists with their likening of Trump to Hitler, among other lies and hate-mongering, blamed the victim for not dialing down his rhetoric. And they've been calling his rhetoric racist from day one. They talk about he racist left and right. They love to say that. During the coverage of the incident on the Alex Witt reports, and the hosts and political analyst Elise Jordan gaslight viewers that the former president is the one responsible for the dangerous climate that now exists in the country as a result of media demonization, of Trump and stirring the pot for years. So it's Trump's fault. Trump's the reason why Trump is getting shot at. Otherwise, who else is there to blame? Remember back when the assassination attempt on President Trump's life, which was like less than 2 months ago, where there was talk of a new tone of the Republican convention was by Trumpian standards muted. It did seem like he was trying to take it down a few notches. By then, the end of the convention speech, we were kind of back to where we started. Jordan said, X-users opened fire on two left talking heads over the incredible remarks from the Hodge twins. There are some evil-ass people in the media. Florida Maneth. I guess that's Florida Man Myth. All they have to do is look in the mirror. Their lies, exaggerations, and slander are to blame for this. Paul A. Spaluzpla. Might have said that wrong, but that's all right. These women need to be fired. AKA MSNBC is blaming Trump for the second assassination attempt. You don't hate the media enough. Dave Benner, nemesis of neocons. Democrats again. Quote, we condemn violence, but maintain that Trump is literally Hitler and a threat to democracy. Planet of memes. The legacy media is to blame for the narrative they have created about Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans as the existential threat to this country. It wasn't just MSNBC. Parent Network NBC news anchor Lester Holt suggested that Trump's debate remarks about Haitian migrants possibly eating cats in Springfield, Ohio, may have been the factor. So let's go up to this video right here and watch this. Take a look.
Side where we simply, it's no longer politics. It's gotten, bigger than that. The calls for violence, the violence, rhetoric that, and then you look at what happens, and this heated rhetoric can only go so far before, unfortunately, it has led to violence on both sides of the aisle. And so I think it's just something that Democrats and Republicans have to be very cognizant about. What can we all do to take the temperature down?
Yeah. Do you expect there to be calls from within the Trump campaign to do that? because he's going to reach out to his supporters and say, let's take this down. We do not know, again, the source of any gunshot or gunshots. We don't know who's responsible for this. The whole thing has yet to be 100% confirmed from start to finish how this all played out. But do you expect to hear anything from the Trump campaign about toning down the rhetoric, toning down the violence, or would that be atypical of the former president?
Well, Alex, remember back to the assassination attempt on President Trump's life and how, there was talk of a new tone, and then the Republican convention was, by Trumpian standards, muted. And it did seem like he was, just trying to take it down a few notches. But then by the end of his convention speech, we were kind of back to where we started. So I don't know how long this could, this moment of unity for the country where we come together and we say, I don't want any political opposition to be under threat of violence. It's not okay, any threat of violence, we don't want. I would love for us to have a unity type moment, but I think it's probably going to be pretty fleeting, as we've seen in the past.
These are the people going to be the reason why Donald J. Trump is dead. They keep calling him Hitler. They keep calling him a Nazi. They keep calling him a racist when there is no proof of any of this. They kept saying for years that he supports white supremacy and he had to condemn the KKK a billion times. But no, people like these dimwits right here on MSNBC want to parrot this narrative continuously that that's exactly what he is and he don't condemn it, even though there's video proof of him saying he does not want to be a part of that movement. Let's watch this.
Today's apparent assassination attempt comes amid increasingly fierce rhetoric on the campaign trail itself. Mr. Trump, his running mate J.D. Vance continue to make baseless claims about Haitian immigrants in Ohio.
So here is the arrest footage of Ryan Ruth or Routh or whatever. I don't know how to say it. The Martin County Sheriff has just released body cam footage of the arrest of the would-be Trump assassin and the Democrat donor Ryan Wesley Routh. Take a look.
Keep walking! Keep that long. Keep long down.
And Inigo breaking Ron Wesley Ruth, 58, has been identified as the gunman suspect who allegedly nearly assassinated Trump at his golf course in West Palm Beach, Florida. Routh's online presence shows an obsession with supporting Ukraine and posts about saving democracy. He ran a website recruiting fighters and volunteers internationally for Ukraine. He is or was living in Honolulu. So here he is right here in D.C. and Kyiv to provide soldiers for the war effort. Man, this is getting deeper and deeper. Ron Ruth, you and Biden should visit the injured people in the hospital from the Trump rally and attend the funeral of the murdered firemen. Trump will never do anything for them. Show the world what compassion and humanity is all about. There's another one. Why are you not running with Joe Biden? Come on. You're not my favorite, but we all must do our part to get rid of this idiot that is in the White House. Please do the world a favor. Man, this is red flags all up and down right here. Even Joe Biden is saying that Trump needs more protection from the Secret Service. Take a look.
Thank God the president's okay. I think we got a full report so far. We're down there tonight. One thing I want to make clear. The service needs more help. And I think Congress should respond to their needs and say back need more service. So that's what I'm talking about.
Are you saying more money or this environment? More personnel? Do we need more money? What kind of help do you say?
I think we need more personnel. I think maybe it may decide whether they need more personnel or not.
Are you using this other more money?
I want to know where this Joe Biden has been the whole time. You hear him? Oh, they need help. President is okay, thankfully. And wokeness, the media toned down the rhetoric. Also, the media, Donald Trump is worse than Hitler and Mussolini.
A lot of people have tried to draw similarities between Mussolini and Hitler and the use of the terminology like vermin and the drive that those men had towards autocracy and dictatorship. The difference, though, I think makes Donald Trump even more dangerous, and that is he has no philosophy he believes in. He is not trying to expand the boundaries of the United States of America. He's not trying to overcome a neighboring country like Putin is in Ukraine. He is not going for some grandiose scheme of international dominance. All he wants is to look in the mirror and see a guy who's president. All he cares about is selfish self-promotion. That's the only philosophy he has, which makes him even more dangerous because he has actually said out loud that it would be okay to terminate the Constitution to keep him in power. He said this. He actually said those words. And the irony is all of these supposed conservative folks that have populated the Republican Party all stood around and with their thumb in their mouth going, well, yeah, okay, I guess so. It's bizarre.
Man, it's no wonder why they keep coming after Trump. You hear what she said just now, that he's trying to create this authoritarianism type crap to take over the country, and then he wants to get rid of the Constitution, which would never happen. No one would ever allow that, left or right. But there, you see it, MSNBC saying this stuff. Well, why does Donald Trump keep getting shot at? Well, maybe it's you guys. Maybe it's MSNBC, ABC, CNN. They keep parroting this narrative that Donald Trump is the worst thing since Hitler, who killed millions of innocent people, Jews, black, whites, Russians, everyone, for world domination. And they keep comparing him to that person when in reality, he's nowhere near close to that person, right? And he does like nationalism, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to make your country great again. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the Buzz Review. Peace.